the claims that the government is making as why we have to have this kind of welfare reform benefit cuts. It's not welfare reform, it's a war on the poor. You see, they're very good at speaking about something in a different terms from what it actually is. In other words, every time they open their mouths, they lie. I mean, I think you can give as many facts as you like, but if you can't get it in the papers that it's wrong, and well, it has been in the papers that it's wrong, but how long can they go on lying against the facts? They are lying. The thing is, it's completely unacceptable, isn't it? I mean, you've just seen that. Why should the poor people pay for the mistakes that the banks have made? We're not going to pay. Sorry, get stuffed. We're not doing it because it's completely wrong, and you're making poor people even poorer. I mean, that can't stand, can it? The second thing is, the national campaign is really a network. It's trying to build a national network of all the local groups. So it's a reflection of what's on the ground, right? And it's trying to link everybody up, because obviously we're going to be a lot stronger. We're going to speak with one voice, right? And we're going to give the government a good run for their money. So, you know, we do need every support we can get. It's not just about people who are suffering from these benefit cuts. Everybody, I think it is a wide social responsibility, as you said, of what is a fair society. What kind of society do you want to live in? You know, every bit of help is needed, like. And the thing is, it's growing, this opposition. You've got to think poll tax, right? That's where we're going, folks. The first meeting we had in January was in a committee room. The second meeting we had in March was in the lecture hall. And the third meeting we're having in May, rather, I've put the notices out for people to take, is going to be in the Central Hall, Westminster. So if you've ever been there, it's massive, isn't it? That's the size of the campaign. You've seen it on the telly, you've seen it in the papers, it's happening, and it's going to go on happening. The third thing I want to say about, well, what is our strategy then? How do we think we're going to win this? Well, first of all, we're doing our best to make it unworkable. So we're going to do everything we can to just muck it all up, muck the process up of processing eviction notices or processing sending people to a magistrate's court for not paying their council tax. We're going to do anything we can to mess it up. But the second thing is, you know, there's going to be protest and resistance. I mean, Sheffield's been fairly quiet up till now, but it won't go on being quiet because we've got a few things planned. On the 27th of April, we're going to have a bit of a protest meeting in town. I think some people are coming from the other parts of South Yorkshire, so please turn up for that. If you have to buy the Star to find out what's going on. Right? I don't want to boost their sales, but they were very hostile about a month ago, and I just said, I don't want to talk to you, you're just talking crap, right? You don't even know what you're talking about. They've changed their tune now in the last 3 weeks. They can't get enough. They can't get enough because, you see, they suddenly realise that all these poor people, they're the people who buy the Star, right? But all the people who care about buy the Star as well, so you know what's going on, right? And get, you know, that's your kind of link to what's going on. So what do we want at the end of the day, this campaign? Basically, we're saying we're not accepting these cuts. We're going to fight it all the way because people are dying. Since they brought in the test for disabled people, people have been found fit for work. 1,700 have died. And yet they were found fit for work. I mean, just try and process that. You can't, can you? The other thing we want to get across to people in the area, we're going to have, you know, protest groups in every area in Sheffield if we can. You can join in, you know. It just takes a little time to organise. It's very labour intensive. But the thing is, what we want to get across to people is that individually you feel scared, you feel terrified. You don't know what to do. Collectively, you can solve that problem. You don't feel scared anymore, right? And we're more powerful. I'm going to get more notice. And so this is what we've got to keep building this campaign until we get to a point where the government goes, all right, we're going to chuck the bedroom. The bedroom tax is the target at the moment, but all the benefits are a target. In fact, we want the benefit cuts thrown out completely, and you know, if the government gets thrown out as well, that would be quite welcome. Throw yourself. Did anybody hear that joke about Margaret Thatcher in an aeroplane? And she said, oh, I'll throw some £10 notes out. And I don't know, I've got this big red joke book or something. I'll throw some £10 notes out, make people happy. So the other guy says, well, why don't you throw yourself out and make everybody happy? That's my Margaret Thatcher.